What's up, everybody? This is Fatima, and I'm here to channel messages for the sign of Capricorn for this during this Capricorn moon, and just for if you're a sun, moon, rising Capricorn, you can also use this energy for a position of time, order, restriction. And you can apply it in your daily life on your spiritual journey. Take these messages how they will resonate for you. I hope this message brings you in a position and in a position of healing, recuperation, recovery. If you have come across this channel, welcome. If you are new, if not, welcome back. I appreciate you. My information will be in the description. If you need to contact me, my information is fatimaslight333@gmail.com. That's FATIMASLIGHT333@gmail.com. Okay, Capricorn, this message is for you to shine your light. Okay, this is the message for you. I see some black, so we're looking at grounding work. I'm seeing a lot of purple, which is telling me about the crown chakra, the third eye. I'm seeing red energies, which is telling me about the root chakra. So we're going to get into some messages of what is blocking you or what is trying to prevent you from moving forward on your journey. I'm here to give you some enlightenment, encouragement, hope, optimism, so that you can expand and so that you can grow, so that you can release what no longer serves you, okay? So let's get into real quick what Capricorn is the ruler of. It is the ruler of time, order, restriction, ruled by the planet Saturn. That is where all the karma goes down, where you will feel restricted due to divine timing based on your temptation to man, not a 3D things. It is the career, the father figure, who you are to the public, okay? Who people perceive you as, their reputation of you. Aries is the character. So your character is who you are at the soul, at the core. And the reputation, the Capricorn, is people who they know you to be, okay? So with Mars being in Leo, that is the planet where there is war, right? But not so much, because Aries loves to, Aries has to have that stimulation, but Leo loves to have fun. So children are at the highlight and at the forefront now. And it's interesting because for a lot of people, we're approaching the end of the school year if you have children. So people are trying to help get their kids in line for closing out the cycle of the school year, preparing you for graduation, for the real world, if you graduate in high school, if you're going to college. So there's a lot of things that are of importance, and there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of activities with schools. We got the holiday here. Happy Easter, happy Easter to you, and happy healing. So now Capricorn is also highlighting everyone's destiny, their karma. Everybody's living out of their 12th house karma. So you can look on your birth natal chart and see what house you have, what is in your 10th house, your 6th house, and your 2nd house. That's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So that's your money, your possessions, your health, your wealth, your finances, things like that, and your career, okay? So those are the things that you want to look to kind of stay balanced as we go into the season of Taurus, which is about the money, possessions, grudges, things that you have to release. Taurus being a fixed sign, Aries being the active one. Like Aries faces challenges head on. So you may have been dealing with a lot of maybe some setbacks, but they were lessons, and I don't feel that they were for some people. For some people, it was rough, but for now you're coming out and you're going more to calmer water. So good for you. You're still standing, and if you we'll get into the health aspect If you are a person that is in recovery, you will be standing. Just believe that, okay? Yes, amen to that. So now, when we're looking at the color black, that is telling me that you need to face your shadow and release what no longer serves you. I see that there could be a lot of stress. You could be a single parent. You may be if you're feminine, you're playing the dominant role, you're playing the masculine in your life. As the single parent, if you're masculine, you're playing the more feminine aspect, in the sense where, well, right now you're more masculine than ever, because we're in the energy of Aries, and the masculine is healing the feminine aspect of self. Okay, so if you are a masculine, though, you may be in the need to be a little bit more nurturing and understanding to your child, okay? Because that's what your child is asking you for when it comes to the spirit level. Someone may have a child that could be a little bit mouthy, questions everything, and likes to go back and forth, maybe get the last word, or likes to talk back thinking it's cute. You might need to nip that one in the bud, because somebody likes to go a little bit too far, and you need to put some boundaries up and kind of establish that your child can't play certain games when it comes to you, and just teach them how to have a little bit of structure and discipline, but have your fun. You know, if your child talks to you any kind of way, do you, but just remember that that can come back to bite you when it comes to being fair, when you are giving rewards and punishment and things like that. They need to be able to know where the boundaries are, okay? And that's for somebody that has a small child, maybe like a baby to a toddler type of energy. But some people, I think their child might be a teenager, and you might need to, you know, be a little bit more stern with them and be a little bit more masculine, in the sense where you teach them how to protect themselves, how to be a provider, how to be a go-getter, how to be a hard worker, because Capricorn works very, very hard. I don't know who works harder than a Virgo, other than a Capricorn. But in order to get that bag right, you got to have that Taurus. So everybody has to have healthy relationships with themselves, with their money, with their health, with their spirituality, their emotions, their children. Everything has to go right. And every now and then we become a little bit off balance in different areas. So, but let me get back into it. So you could be taking a Zoom meeting and when it comes to your child, or you could be a teacher, playing the role of a teacher, or some type of protector, provider. You are the head of the house, or the person that is in charge, put it like that, and you're taking some type of Zoom meeting. I see you ordering some stuff, order some food for lunch. You're having them leave it at the door. So you could be, there could be some protests going on that you're watching or hearing about on the TV. I see that there's a child there taking a sweet ass time getting ready for school. They could be late. Somebody might have to take 2 buses and a train, or 2 trains and a bus. They need money, or could be waking the parent up for some bus fare, buddy, car fare. Somebody could be calling an Uber or something, or ordering Uber Eats. I see someone's feeling a little bit overwhelmed, where the baby's sitting on their lap, and you know you're typing, you're working from home on the computer, because you're in the house. You're not in an office setting. Or if you are in an office setting, you got the kid at work with you, so you could be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. But you could be a single parent that is taking on a lot, and so Spirit wants you to get a little bit more organized when it comes to having a strategy to overcome these challenges for success. You could be a teacher. You in need of planning things out a little bit better, or someone's child is in need to stick to the regimen or the plan, the routine that you have. I see somebody's getting ready for work, putting the earrings on and stuff, and you're asking the kid, are they ready yet or whatever? And you got this look on your face like, because they're talking back while you're getting ready. Your hair is done. You could be ready to drop the kid off so that you can go spend a day pampering yourself. You could be getting ready for church. I see the kids falling asleep in the car on the way to church. You're maybe eating some breakfast. You're like on a tight schedule, trying to hurry up and get ready. I see you at the mirror putting on makeup and things like that. There's some chores. Somebody didn't do their chores. So you're a little bit agitated. But overall, it's a happy day. Once you go outside and get a little bit of sunshine, the energy kind of shifts. It's like you're getting up at the crack of dawn, maybe 6 in the morning. Oh, you go to church early. if you're a person that go to church, but you're putting on some pearl earrings or something like that. And I feel like someone is maybe a little bit impatient. So stay balanced and grounded, because you want to start your day off peaceful. Start your day off with prayer and meditation. Listen to some meditation sounds as you go to sleep. And that'll help kind of reprogram and reorganize your thoughts, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have more refreshed mind. And so like turn the TV off, or put the timer on so that the TV goes off. Because when I did that Sagittarius reading, I saw somebody sitting up, looking up at the TV. So somebody could be up late watching TV at night when they need to be going to school, or on their phone. Somebody's staying up late, so they need to kind of, maybe you want them to go to bed at 9. You work a 9 to 5. You probably don't get off until 6. Or whatever the day is, you're retiring for the day at 6. Okay, someone also may have injured themselves ice skating. And I feel somebody's mouthing off. Somebody's kid is mouthing off. Could be a male child. And I feel like they on thin ice with a loose tooth. They say one more thing. I feel that. You say one more effing thing. Yeah, so I feel like your nerves are a little bit in need of being calm. I see 222. We're just telling you to balance your masculine and feminine aspect. Everybody has their book bags on, and we're going out to start the day. There's a little bit of, don't forget to lock the door, so you're the way you're coming off of your day is kind of like you're rushing, and Spirit wants you to not leave the house like that. Do not rush, because He is guiding you, and you are on His time. It's going to be what it's going to be. You work hard enough. You don't give yourself time to rest. Your body deserves peace without feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty for taking time off, for pampering yourself. It's time to be happy. You don't have to struggle anymore, okay? Let go of any guilt, any false ideas, and follow your instincts. If your body is saying, I need to relax, listen to it. If your body is saying, slow down, listen to it. Don't rush anything. Nobody's gonna hurt you if you're late. Nobody's gonna hurt you if you take a break, okay? I see someone's kid is, maybe they got their science test, and there's a little bit pressure on them because they were rushing and they got about 5 or 6 questions wrong. But I think they're still gonna pass the test. Don't go be so hard on them. I'm not telling anybody how to raise their child, but life is too short to put that kind of old school pressure on these children. Make life easier for yourself. The divine is saying to pray more and fast a little bit. Eat lighter during the day. Eat less carbs, more fruits and vegetables. Somebody is wanting to lose weight and get a little bit more healthier. In terms of health, I see it happening for you if that's what you want, because you can manifest whatever it is that you want. You're just going to have to really have determination and really look at what it is that you need to do with. You don't have to defend yourself every time you do something nice for yourself. You don't have to answer to nobody when you're doing something for yourself. So what is the rush? And then you just need to block out all the noise. I feel like you're in need of getting some balance in your life. Somebody walks with a cane. Don't forget your book bag. Go easy on the kid. If you see somebody snatching up the kid, go take a deep breath. You might smoke a cigarette or something. The divine wants you to work on getting rid of that, because that ain't good for you. Look at the Sagittarius video. I posted some, I put some information in there as far as if you have any issues with lungs, because when we're talking about Capricorn, Capricorn is the boss, the career, the father, right? But the organs that Capricorn rules over are the knees, the joints, your spine, the backbone, the muscles, the patella, the bones, the tendons, the ligaments, the skin, the hair, the spleen, the organ of balance, skin being the organ of touch. Now, skin being one of the highest sought out organs when it comes to people of melanated, with melanation in their DNA, okay? And I feel like someone is fair. So this person that I'm seeing here in particular is fair skin, big breasted. You could work in a kitchen. You could work in a lunchroom, a dining hall, or something like that. I feel like sometimes people look at you like you're a know-it-all, but that's okay. Don't feel guilty for being smart. Okay, stay smart. Okay, don't lower yourself for anybody. If you have to follow a recipe, follow the recipe for success. Okay, you can always add to, but you can't take away. So remember that. It could be an issue with the pencil sharpener. I've seen a lot of situations with different kids because Leo is in Mars. Okay, it could be a line. Somebody's waiting in a line, or a drive-through, or waiting on their food, or something like that. You could be growing impatient while you're at work. But just stay focused. I see there's a third-party contract somewhere. There's a mother and a father, and there's a child. The child could be air sign, okay? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The mother and father could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo. There is some type of, don't forget to put the lock or the chain on. There's some strict rules and instructions from this parent that the child better follow when they're going to get busted the scalp to the white meat. I'm picking up on Bernie Mac right now, too. Somebody could be watching Bernie Mac. Anyway, release what no longer serves you in your mind. Somebody could have injured themselves when they was ice skating or skating. Something is happening at sundown, or sundown could be significant. You could live where it's still cold. Like I said, you could need transportation fare. You could work in a cafeteria. Your name could be Neferteria. Okay, these are just hints and signs of what I see happening as you're traveling along your journey. I do see the sun, so this is telling me, and I see the Most High. So there's no need to worry. You're protected. Just continue to pray. And when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. If you're late for something, oh well, then you just late. That's what it is. You know, just accept that the divine, the Most High, orchestrated it that way for your protection. Somebody's hiding something though, trying to get away with hiding something. But keep your grass cut low, because there's snakes, or the kid could see a snake or a snail or a worm and be like fascinated by it. You could have a kid that's just like fascinated by insects. Somebody trying to cover some shit up though. at work. Like trying to sneak in a classroom because they're late, or trying to sneak in and clock in because they're late. Somebody trying to play it cool. Like they get to work and they like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Just walking around the cubicles or whatever the areas are at work like ain't never happened. You think you slick. Anyway, don't worry about the science project. Everything is going to work out just fine. Your overall message is everything will work out fine. I do see a powerful transformation. The sun is shining on you. A lot of this is taking place during the day. So this is occurring during the day, and then by the time the night falls, you just like you're beat. So you need to just start creating a schedule that when you can work and rest and do things for yourself, because I feel like you're just working. You're in your head about something being cut off. That's a last resort. You could have had a knee surgery, some type of surgery on the bones, the joints, anything dealing with the areas that could have been on your leg, somewhere on your skin is needing to heal. And it's like maybe somebody's stitches popped open, or somebody had to get stitches, somebody busted their and don't worry, you're gonna heal. I see somebody wears a lot of makeup. This person at work, they wear a lot of blush on their face, and so people have a lot to say about this person. Maybe she agitates people. She got wild hair, and she got a lot of blush on her cheeks. I see somebody with a fanny pack on. I see the ice cream man. Come out of your mental conflict and just go to calmer water, because your inner child is telling you to think things through. And then I'm hearing, it's not rocket scientists. So when you look at yourself, change the way you see yourself. And start affirming yourself more. Your eyesight could be a little bit blurry. Somebody may have cracked their glasses. So make sure maybe that's why a parent is a little bit agitated, because somebody cracked the lens on their glasses. You have the insurance, right? Okay. And if not, push comes, there's a way out of everything. You could always go to the daggone pharmacy and get a prescription that's similar to it, until you can do what you got to do. But there's always a way out of a scenario. But just remember, how you treat others, you'll get that same energy back, because energy can't be created and it can't die. It has to be transferred. So transfer the proper energy, and just teach your children a better way if you are someone that has very little patience. Lion's mane or ginkgo biloba, you can find that in any pharmacy. Lion's mane is mainly, I've seen it in CVS. You can get it on Amazon if you're somebody that orders stuff, and that will help you with your memory. Somebody has wild hair, but I do see somebody upset about their haircut, like looking in the mirror like, oh my gosh. And everybody looking like, maybe somebody look like they got electrocuted, or they having a bad hair day. Maybe the wind is blowing. But I see everybody like looking at this person. Maybe they feel a little bit embarrassed because they was rushing and didn't really have time to do their hair. So their hair is like a little bit poofy. You know what he looked like? He looked like, the dude, the hair that I'm seeing looks like the guy on Home Alone when he stuck his finger in the socket like that. So maybe there's a teacher or somebody with a curly fro. But the person is fair skinned, light skinned, Caucasian or something like that. I see a fair skinned person. I see after a while somebody's getting their hair pinned up, and it looks really, really, really pretty and really put together. But there's a bad hair day somewhere, somebody's haircut or something. I think you're imagining the worst, because this energy seems to be spilling over, like somebody's worried about a haircut. Because I see somebody, last time maybe somebody cut too much off the edge. Somebody's edges was kind of missing. And so maybe you did some research and was looking for the new person you learned your lesson from the last person that you let cut your hair. Maybe you let a woman cut your hair, and maybe now you're looking for a guy to cut your hair. But somebody wearing some type of thing on their head to try to play it off. Because when you take the hat off or something, somebody maybe is being made to take their hat off, or could be doing too much sleeping, and they ain't got time to even do the hair. So that's the issue. Maybe somebody's having an issue with their child because they take forever to do their hair, or put their makeup on. I do see a kid maybe getting in trouble for carrying a pocket knife to school, and they like on the last straw. So like it's getting close to graduation, and they're doing like stupid stuff. So make sure you just establish better boundaries. There's some type of meeting going on with the child though. Let's see. Overall, everything is okay. Make sure you have your insurance card. This could be taking place around payday for you, whatever day that is. This could be happening in 3 days, 3 weeks. There's something significant about 3 months from now. So the month of July is significant. Let's see. But the Spirit wants you to continue to release what no longer serves you. Stop tripping. Don't think the worst of everything. Melt your heart a little bit, because you come off a little bit cold, a little bit distant, and the Most High wants you to kind of put a little bit of love into the energy, put a little bit of happiness into the energy. If this is today, Easter, this could be at 3 o'clock, between 3 and 6, okay? Something could be taking place. But anyway, don't worry about perfection. Let things be. You could live in the city. You could live close by a cemetery. But continue to let go of what no longer serves you, and look to your instincts, and do not look to your material at this time for validation. Look within, because outside seems a little bit cold. And then on another note, in the 3D, outside is cold, so bring your jacket. Something is being buried. Somebody could be going to a funeral. I wish you peace and healing. But continue to keep going, continue to keep moving forward. You do have divine protection. If you feel rejected in any type of way after you have taken your leap of faith, that is part of the lesson. Take everything as it is. Take everything as a sign. Just continue to realign yourself accordingly. Be curious and ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I feel somebody's getting annoyed with somebody's kid asking questions. Or maybe you could just be the type of person that's just curious and you ask a lot of questions. There's no stupid questions. The only thing that's stupid is not inquiring, okay? But find out who you are, or whatever this is that you're wondering about. It's okay to look at things from different levels of understanding. I do see someone going to a higher level of education. Somebody's kid could be in the 3rd grade, or the 5th grade, or the 6th grade, okay? Somebody's kid could be in the 9th grade. These energies that I'm picking up a lot on is from Mars energy, and then Mars is in Neptune. Aries is in Neptune. So Aries in Neptune can be a bit like standing on principle right now. So people could be dealing with principles. There's a lot going on with the schools. There's something with the schools, the government sector. So you could be the person could be a military child, or somebody going to a military school. You could be interested in going into the military after you get out of school. You know, one thing I could say is, if you bet on yourself, You can't lose, because one thing that you should know is that you're going to always be there for yourself, right? So whatever this is that you're trying to find out about or find peace of mind about, I do see you coming to balance in your mind. It could just be it's a little bit of arguing, going back and forth for the most part. I see like a kid is talking back, like, why? Why do I have to do that? And the parent is trying to be patient, trying to be calm, and I feel like somebody's losing patience, or the parental figure, the teacher, whoever the person is, somebody's kid is talking back. 333 while I'm saying that. So this is the message, Capricorn. I don't know what you got going on, but God bless you. Because this child that's talking back, the child could be a Gemini. So the child could be a little bit moody that I'm seeing. They're very entertaining. They could be having earbuds in their ear. You could be concerned if they're failing their grades or whatever. I feel like as a parent, you're like, we're paid all of this money for your tuition, and maybe sit down and see what it is that the child really wants to do. That way, wherever you invest your money in, if it's something that they want to do, your money can actually, your investment can really have a good return. So continue to focus on your career, your foundation, your health. Your mental health is what needs what you need most peace at, because you don't need to respond to this reaction. So just stay grounded is what I'm seeing, okay? See things from a higher perspective. Be optimistic in whatever this situation is. Maybe somebody left their book bag, or remind them not to forget the bag. Don't forget the bag. You don't forget the bag being you, okay? So don't forget about those things. But I do see some type of protest is happening. There's some type of blockage up ahead on the journey. This probably is about a home. You could live in a gated community or something like that. So I see the bus pulling up to the gate or outside the gate. So your kid could be going to school outside of the gate is where the bus is. Also, if you're in a suburban area, you're doing some gardening work. Maybe somebody tagged the building. Somebody get mad at the motherfucker. I don't know who this is. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call your kid bad, but somebody, not a problem child like that movie, but it's maybe you could be at the library studying. You might like lemon juice. You could be juicing. You could have your own little garden. But I feel like overall you just want some peace and quiet to yourself. And I see you trying to adopt more like healthy habits. The Spirit wants you to take the time to meditate and get the clarity that you need. And don't go back and forth with nobody. Because I see somebody wants to have a word war with you. And so there's no need to go back and forth. This word war could just be in your mind. It says, bear with me. Everything is going to heal just fine in time. Whatever this is, somebody busted their ass, okay? Or they could have had surgery. You could have had maybe a tummy tuck or something like that. There's some type of surgery. You could have had breast surgery, because I see somebody with one breast that is bigger than the other. So if you had surgery there, may you continue to heal. I think everything is going to go fine. Maybe if the doctors felt like they felt something, a lump or something, is going to be removed, and you're going to be able to move on just fine. Don't worry about nothing. There's nothing to worry about. It's just whatever in terms of your health, whatever you're worried about. If you are looking at, could be a growth somewhere. If it has to be removed, that's just all it's going to be. It's just going to be removed. Real simple procedure. Nothing spectacular. Don't have no surgeries, no procedures done around the 27th of April. Is that the full moon? Don't have any surgeries around the full moon. And don't make any new decisions until after the new moon. The new moon is April 27th, okay? But surgeries, you don't want to have any surgeries to the areas that Capricorn rules over, especially when the moon is in those, in that sign. Where is the 12th of May in Scorpio is the full moon. Do not get any surgery, schedule any surgery for around that time, okay? Anytime before that and after, that's fine. You'll heal just fine. But don't get it on that day, okay? No full moon surgeries. And to be safe, you could just get it schedule a few days before or a few days after, okay? To kind of just really be in the clear. Whatever you are waiting for is right within reach. So just be patient, okay? The divine wants you to just, it's okay. Pump the brakes. Right now you feel like you're on shaky ground, but everything's going to be stable. But somebody done busted their ass, ice skating or something, and they got a cane. For others, you could have had surgery on your legs or something like that, and you walk with a cane. Before you know it, you're going to be, in the future, in the distant future, you're walking without a cane, and you look really happy, and you're speaking about how you overcame this challenge. You're just kind of remembering the challenges you went through and how you had to really stand up for yourself. Somebody else could be taking a defense and feeling really defensive when it comes to arguments and things like that, or going back and forth. Somebody's child could be rebellious, because Saturn rules over Aquarius too. That's the rebellious one. And Uranus, we're dealing with Uranus. That could speak about being rebellious, not wanting to follow the rules. So this child could be a little bit rebellious. Somebody got a pocket knife or a knife on their hip. They could be taking it to a school or something, and they kind of get caught. And so they could be suspended. And so there's a little bit of anxiety right there, or a little bit of fear. Talk to them, and do whatever you got to do to kind of make sure that they can be as successful as they can. But I do see a Zoom meeting taking place about this child that's in school. Okay, so I wish you peace, blessings, love, and light. I will be back with the message for who's next, Aquarius. So bear with yourself. Everything is going to work out fine. And like I said, everything looks good. Everything's a go. Everything will be cleared up. Like I said, you don't believe me here. See? Everything's a go. Everything's all clear. Bear with yourself, okay? You have been enlightened. Okay? Here go Michael Jackson again. You're getting off like a smooth criminal. If this